Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Davis here on the World Sports Broadcasting Network. It is day 3 of coverage of our 2024 PHD Best of Best series. We have another full slate of games for you today. We're going to begin with 2012 East against 2012 Toronto. And it's going to be an exciting day of coverage. Again, we're starting right at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. We're taking it all the way until our last puck drop at about 7:30. So this is our last day where we start later in the afternoon. So starting tomorrow, Friday morning, we're up right nice and early at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time here on WSBN.TV. And on the weekend, as we make our way towards the playoffs and the championship games, earlier starts even, as we're on the air right at 9 a.m. So we're getting ready to go here. It's 2012 East versus 2012 Toronto. As you can see, they're going through the warm-up process. We got multiple camera angles for you. And we've had some fantastic action so far this week. And we're looking forward to some more very entertaining games today right here with you. So we're going to take a little break here. And shortly, once the warm-ups are complete, we will send it down for our national anthem, and they'll be right back with the call of the first period. Thanks for joining us today. So the warm-ups are complete. We're getting ready for this tilt. Again, a reminder of the format as we continue round-robin play. It is a 15-minute periods, a flood after 2 periods. However, the teams reserve the right to forego the flood. They want to keep playing. And there are no overtimes. If a game ends in a tie, so be it. Overtimes, of course, will come the playoff round. So here we go, almost ready for puck drop here in period number 1. Team East, Team Toronto, 2012 division, we are underway. Your goaltenders are Hugo Lee for Toronto. It looks like Hayden Tripp will be answering the call for Team East. Dion. Pursued by Alati. He enters the zone. Here comes Nicholson the other way, streaking down the opposite wing. Nicholson cuts. Tripped up. Got tangled up, and there's a breakout pass. Here's East with a chance. There's a shot, and that one's off the glass wide. Pollard back for it. As East maintains offensive zone possession. Grenon feeds it down low on the end boards. And Toronto now tasked with trying to get it out. There's Lance. Colton Lance, number 66 for Toronto, had a 4-point performance yesterday as that shot's deflected out of play. It is, in fact, Carter Poposky, number 33 of Clarington, in goal for Team East. As he's been sharing the duties with Hayden Tripp. But Poposky gets the call. And here comes Davis for Toronto. Forced off the puck briefly, gets it back. Davis. Down low to Lance. Lance. That pass doesn't get through. Keeping it in. Andrew Karik. And it's played back for Karik. Under pressure from Schlitt. TJ Schlitt, number 27 for Team East. Delayed offside. Everyone tags up. There's Mason Poposky. Chips it down deep and goes for a change. The East there trying something on the forecheck. However, for Dion, was alone with 4 defenders up against him. Couldn't really create anything. Flavio DiPazzito for Team Toronto. Pursued by Dion. And Dion gets it back. Dion over to Robbie Robinson. And Toronto sends it back deep. Forcing East to regroup. And it's Lennox George who starts things the other way. In deep now is Everett Brown. Brown being pursued by Whalen. Henry Whalen on defense has scored several goals in this tournament already. Now it's Robinson back for it for Team East. Pursued by Pereira. Pereira takes it off the boards. Shot on net, stopped by Carter Poposky. It's Pereira again. Over to the point, the other side. Pollard sends it in, deflected. Rebound off the side of the net. Good chance there for Giarioso. Matteo Giarioso, number 5 for Toronto. Another shot that's blocked. Another shot misses the net. Matteo Malfera pinches it deep to help out. So East a little pinned, but they finally get it out. They go for a much-needed change. And Toronto will regroup. Here comes Pollard. Number 2. Brings it in, has Mickelson with him. Pollard with the shot stopped by Carter Popovsky. And we'll have a face-off to his left, 4.5 minutes in to this opening frame. Jason Davidson with you here on WSBN.TV. Continuing coverage, day 3 of the 2024 PhD Best of Best Series here in Toronto, Ontario, on the grounds of Downsview Park at Scotiabank Pond. Alati to Nicholson. Nicholson trying to play it back to Alati, but that was picked off. In the way was Max Bucknell. Five minutes into the first, Nicholson. Alati behind the net. Looking for McRae. McRae's there at the point, under pressure. Has to move it quick because Schlitt was in pursuit. Here comes a shot. That goes off the glove of Carter Popovsky, and it's deflected out of play. And we'll have another face-off. Battle along the boards. Davis chipping away at it. East trying to force it out. However, the Toronto defenders are in deep, including Grayson Moore providing support. DiPazzito to Moore. Moore chips it back down low. Now East, can they try the breakout again? Here they come. Now East regroups. And it's Henry Whalen. Back over to Moore. Toronto unable to clear it. Now they'll get it out. Here comes Davis. 3-on-2. Davis drops it for DiPazzito. Goes behind the net. Centering pass in the slot. Nobody picked it up, but DiPazzito gets it right back. He circles. DiPazzito to Moore. Centering pass. That's picked off. But Whalen keeps it in for Toronto. Whalen with a shot. That's stopped. And now East finally able to get it out. But Watson will go for a change. Fresh legs for Team East. Popovsky handles the long shoot in. And now East, they come again with speed. Pinelli is trying to create something there. That shot comes in for Boy. It's blocked. Max Bucknell jumped on the loose puck and get a shot away. Now it's Dimmel the other way. Centering feed. What a save by Carter Popovsky, sprawling out and making the denial. A terrific save there, as we are just shy of the midway point of this first period. Still looking for our first goal here in this 2012 matchup between East and Toronto. Back comes Toronto in the attack. Giorioso left it for his teammate Pollard. Pollard chips it back. It bounces off the official. And intended pass for the point was deflected. And that forces Malfera to regroup. Clearing pass picked off by McManus. And it's Pollard again. Pollard looking up ice. Will take it in himself. Puts it in deep. Alati giving chase. East comes up with it. Alati regains possession in the neutral zone. strong on the puck. Centering pass. Here comes a shot. That one's wide. That was Johnny McRae letting one go. And it goes down the length of the ice for an icing call. So we'll have another face-off in the East zone with 6:04 to go in period number 1. Play resumes. Battle alongside the boards. Alati, number 93, stripped up possession. That was Adrian Pinelli picking it up. And once again, it goes down deep into the other end. And it's an icing call. So it's not quite NHL rules. If there's an icing, you can still change lines. These youngsters logging lots of ice so far this week. Sometimes playing two games a day. Here's a chance for East. That was broken up. Whalen forced off the puck. Martel had it for a second but lost it. And it goes back in the East territory. They need to regroup. Good forecheck there, though. Centering pass broken up again. And here comes TJ Schlitt. Chips off the boards. Deep in Toronto territory. Lance. Up ahead. Joining the rush, looking for a return pass. Gets it. There's a shot from Lance, and it's stopped by Carter Poposky. Moore lets one go. That sails through. The lead penalty coming up. It's going to go against Team East. And we'll have our first penalty of the game. It's going to be body contact. So with 4:23 to go in period number 1, Toronto goes to the man advantage. And it's Lennox George to the box for 2 or less. So Lance will take the draw in the attacking zone. Wins it. Malfair at the point, sends it across. Here comes a shot from Pollard. It's deflected off the glass. Hanging on to it now. DiPosito. Bouncing puck. Trying to clear it there was Max Bucknell. Could not. DiPosito to Lance. Lance to Pollard at the point. Pollard lets the shot go. That's well wide. Lance picks it up off the boards. Back to Pollard. Pollard. Malfera into the slot. Davis could not handle. And it leaves the zone, allowing for East to make some changes. Malfera to Jorioso. But Jorioso could not maintain possession. And Team Toronto has to regroup. Malfera again, halfway through their power play. Pollard had it poked away. Adrian Pinelli, good job there on the PK. And now back for East is McManus. Flips it up high. Almost hit the ceiling, did not. Jorioso. Back to Pollard at the point. Pollard lets one go. And that's trapped down by Carter Poposky. We've seen a lot of shots so far in this first period. 2:55 left in the first period. 32 seconds to go in the Toronto power play. And East, they clear it out. But it's whistled down. So face-off will be in the neutral zone. Nope. We'll go back into the East zone. It's a tail end of the Toronto power play here. To the point, nice play there. Andrew Carrique lets the shot go. Knockdown, rebound loose. It's wide. Dimmel, back to Carrique. Dimmel again. Short side, trying to sneak one in. Nothing doing. Goes back to Carrique, who tries the old deflection off the end boards, and East right as Georgia's penalty expires. They cleared the zone. Just over 2 to play in period number 1. And will that go for an icing? Yes, it will. 2:06 on the clock to be exact. So Martel will take the draw for East, trying to win it, and does just that. That shot coming in off the stick of Mason Poposky. Both Poposkys on the East roster from Clarington, just east of Oshawa. Now here's Moore. Moore under pressure, loses it. And there to provide support defensively is Alati. Nicholson and Lavolsi also up front for Toronto. Alati to Whalen. Whalen. Not much room to work with there. Alati with the poke check. Trying to just keep it in deep. Now it's Nicholson. Nicholson, nice move. Goes behind the net. Nicholson. What does he have for options? Rings around the boards. And in comes Whalen to keep it in deep. Alati covering his spot. .40 seconds left in period number 1. Whalen feeds it across. Picked off, though. Good anticipation there from TJ Schlitt as he dumps it in and goes for a change. Now it's Dion with a centering pass. Oh, it banks off the pad of Hugo Lee, who decides to freeze it with 22 seconds left in period number 1. So face-off will be to his right, perhaps the final draw of this opening frame. Toronto, perhaps one last rush here. Here's Lance. Lance being pursued by George. Final 10 seconds. Is there time for one more shot? DiPazzito along the boards. And East will bring it out, and that will do it for period number 1. No goals to show for. Donuts on the scoreboard. After 15 minutes of play. In this 2012 division tilt between Team East and Team Toronto. So there was the one power play chance there so far. Just the one penalty in the opening 15. So we're going to take a quick timeout here. And when we come back, it's period number 2. Stick with us.
I'm Dr. Cassie Preston. My job as a mental performance coach is to help elite athletes, just like you, to consistently perform at your capabilities. But in order to do that, you need to reliably get in the zone. The problem is, like most athletes, you spend too much time in your own head, worrying, overthinking, and are doubting yourself. This can be frustrating and discouraging because you've put in all this work to develop your physical abilities. Your mindset is causing you to underperform. Now, I understand that working on your mindset can be difficult and confusing. There's so much cliche advice out there like, don't worry about it and just be positive, which might be the mental states you want to achieve, but it's not the how-to. In fact, this fluffy cookie cutter advice often makes things worse. Instead, what you need to do is challenge the status quo and think differently about success and failure. That's why I wrote the best-selling book, Mindset First, to provide athletes like you a repeat and reliable way to win the mental game. I share the concise and practical strategies I use to help professional athletes be at their best day in and day out.
Welcome back to Scotiabank Pond. Second period underway. Jason Davidson here on the call. It's day 3 of the PhD 2024 Best of Best Series. No goals so far, but there's 30 minutes yet to play between Toronto and Team East. Here comes Dion. That shot is knocked down, goes off the glove. Catching a piece of it was Hugo Lee. Dion scored a big power play goal for East yesterday in their last second loss to South Central, which was a tremendous hockey game. And here comes Team East again. They dump it in deep. That was Bucknell. He'll go for a change. And now it's Adrian Pinelli. Strong the forecheck, centering pass. Lee is right there. What a close range opportunity for Whalen in the low slot, and Lee had the answer. Terrific save. Nicely done. And off the draw, Lee will freeze it for a face-off. Herrera runs into some pressure. Now it's East. Everett Brown, number 8. Being pursued by Andrew Karik. And here's East again. Brown chips it. But it's Dimmel who comes up with it for Toronto. Up ahead to Jurioso. And that will be a offside call. 2 minutes and a quarter into period number 2. Robinson off the boards. Moore was there. Lavolsi now pursued by Robinson. Lavolsi forced wide, but Robinson comes up with it. Good defending there. And East will try to knock it out. Whalen, though, impeding the zone exit. And here's TJ Schlitt. Dumps it in deep. Here comes Toronto. Schlitt sends it back in. So East with some strong forechecking so far early in this second period. Moore for Toronto. Plays it back. Whalen. Outlet pass. Lavolsi. Waiting for support. Alati. Back to Lavolsi. Lavolsi. Centering pass rolls through the top of the crease. And that's going to be sent down deep. Goes off Whalen's stick, so no icing. Whalen will go back and start things up again. Under pressure, though. Some great forechecking from Watson. Watson might be diminutive in size, but very strong on the forecheck and some elements of physical play to his game as well. Delayed offside, Toronto lets East tag up and they regroup. Breakout pass for Lavolsi. There first, however, is Max Bucknell. And here comes East. Behind the net, centering feed. That was for Dion. Dion took it on the backhand, could not get the shot away. Another shot. McManus! That goes off Lee's pad. McManus again plays it deep. And it's Moore trying to ring it off the boards and out, but nothing doing, and Lee will be forced to freeze it for a whistle. So we are 4.5 minutes into period number 2. Still looking for our first goal. And here comes Toronto. That's sent in deep. Lance will give chase. And there is Noah Valo starting the zone exit for Team East. And here they come. Here's Brown, forced wide. Defended by Pollard. Serving pass, broken up. Good anticipation there from Flavio DiPosito. Here's Davis for Toronto. They're onside. Davis, forced wide. Tries to go back to the point. Pass is picked off by Whalen. And now here comes East in transition. Brown pursued by Malfera. East, they go for changes. Pollard chips off the boards on the near side. DiPosito carries it in, feeds it across. No one there to take it, except for Lennox George of Team East. Lennox George. Clearing attempt picked off by Lance. Lance. Great pass. There's a shot, and there's a save by Poposky. Pereira got a great shot away there on a perfect pass by Lance. Another chance in front. Oh, Poposky with a terrific stop. But we will have a cross-checking penalty as Lance got dumped in front of the Team East net. So Toronto goes to the power play, and it's going to be Lennox George serving 2 or less. So face off to the right of Poposky. Toronto wins it. Karik down low. Nicholson to Alati. Back to Nicholson. Karik sends it across to McCray. McCray plays it into the corner. Therefore does Alati. Back to McCray, but McCray can't handle it at the blue line. And that's going to force Toronto to regroup. So McCray starts the breakout again. That pass rolled off Nicholson's stick, and again East, they clear it down deep with Dion giving pursuit on the penalty kill. Dion with some strong forechecking on Karik. Nicholson. Back to Jurioso. And there's Dion again. Dion, what a great shift on the penalty kill for number 12. Addison Dion. He heads off for a well-deserved rest. Under a minute remaining in the power play for Team Toronto. Whalen back in his own end. Up to Lance. Lance trying to create some space with Pereira and DiPosito. Chance on the soft for Pereira. Rebound is tucked in by DiPosito. Now, we interviewed both Lance and DiPosito yesterday, and they were very complimentary towards each other, saying they want to feed each other the puck. Well, there's your latest evidence as Lance will pick up a helper on DiPosito's tally, and Toronto was up 1-0 with a power play goal halfway through this second period. Pereira now for Toronto. Pass across, picked off. Brown will try to get around Lance. And he is able to just poke it out. Pinelli chips off the boards and now gives chase. Here comes DiPazzino. What a cut to the net. What a chance. And tucks it in. DiPazzino, have yourself an afternoon. Beautiful deke. Outweighted Poposky. And that vaults Toronto into a 2-0 lead. Looks like Team East is calling a timeout here. They try to calm things down a little bit. So DiPazzino has 2 already. And we're in timeout right now, but as you see for Team Toronto, they came out with tons of speed to start this second period of play. And DiPazzino capitalizing twice to put his team up 2-0 on Team East, and that forced Team East to take a timeout and kind of like get things back together here and see if they can regroup. There's lots of time. There's 6:52 to go in the second period of play. So there's lots of time to be played yet. But Toronto is in terrific shape at the moment as they lead 2-0. Dimmel on the face-off. And here comes Toronto again. Levolsi streaking down the right wing. Gets a shot away. That's stopped. Back to the point. Calling for it was Jackson Pollard. That shot comes in. It's stopped. Coming off the stick of Mateo Malfera. Nicholson will take the draw for Toronto. But loses it to Dion. That's sent towards the net. Rebound! Kicked aside. Nicholson maintains possession down low. Pursued by Dion. And Lennox George. Alati. Looking for a feed. Gets one. High shot off the stick of Mateo Malfera. Alati keeps it in with the chip. And now East breaks out. Dion. Dion passes knocked down. Dion trying to get it back. Good not. Watson in to help. And we will have a penalty call here on the near side. It's going to be a hook from the looks of it. And it's Malferi for Toronto. So now a great opportunity for East. 5:16 remaining in the second period. They're down a pair. And a great opportunity to get right back into the mix. So Pinelli will take the draw for East. Wins it and plays it back to Robbie Robinson at the point. Robinson sends one in. It's tipped. Deflection. Rebound. It's there. Lee the save. East maintains possession. They try to regroup and center it. Back to Robinson. Robinson fans. George keeps it in. Sends it back down low. Whalen also down low for Team East. That shot comes in. It's stopped. Hugo Lee holding the fort. And Toronto sends it down the length of the ice. And they get pursued too. Alati very strong on the penalty kill. Chasing down Robinson. Now Nicholson regroups for Toronto. Renan. So halfway through the power play for Team East. We can get something going. Here's Brown. Schlitt waiting at the blue line. Stay on side. Brown trying to cut around McRae. Could not. McRae regains possession. And he'll clear it. And it's whistled down. Looks like might have been high sticked or gloved down by Team East. So face off on their side of the neutral zone with just 40 seconds to go in the man advantage. Schlitt. Good defense by Moore, though. He was right there. Up to Lance. Lance cuts the middle. High slot. Trying to find some room. Circles. Chips it back to McRae at the point. McRae calmly brings it out of the zone. Back to Moore. Moore. And now it's Lance again. Dying seconds with the man advantage for East. 3.5 to go in period number 2. Schlitt for Team East. Touch pass, doesn't get through. Schlitt again brings it in. Back to even strength. Schlitt behind the net. To the point. That was Preston Klusterman taking it and sending it back in deep. Flavio DiPosito. Moore. Up ahead to Lance. Lance, opposite wing. Pursued by Watson. Moore picks off the clearing attempt. Backhand towards the net. It's stopped. Rebound loose. And Dion just calmly taps it towards a teammate. And now it's Velo for Team East. 2.5 to go. That centering pass picked off by Lance. And here comes Toronto. DiPosito taken down. And now it's Watson again. Chips it in. But there first is Andrew Karik. McManus unable to keep it in the attacking zone. Good pressure there from Davis. And now Davis will try to get it out for Toronto. Cannot. Here's McManus again. Lets the shot go. It's deflected. Rolls wide. Corralling the rebound. Back to the point. It's McManus again. Lets the shot go. Deflected. Hits the post. What a chance there. And George takes a bump from Whalen, and that leads to Lavolsi gaining possession. But here comes Brown going after it, but Jackson Pollard there just in front to break up a dangerous situation where Brown could have been alone. That shot by Davis is blocked. Final minute of this second period, Whalen. With that powerful wrist shot, it goes off the boards. Pollard tries to keep it in. Does just that and rings it back down deep. Now it's Max Bucknell under pressure. Lavolsi finding the other side. Malfera pinching. Centering pass broken up in the slot. Good stick there from Max Bucknell. And here comes the East perhaps with a final opportunity to get on the board here late in the second period. It goes back to George. George lets the shot go, steered aside by Lee. Here's Dimmel. Who got it out. And that will do it for the second period of play, as Toronto will take a 2-0 lead into the second intermission. So full credit to Flavio DiPosito all over the score sheet in that middle frame. It was scoreless after 50 minutes of play. And Toronto, they just turned it up with the offense in the middle stanza. And they will take a quick break. Both teams will take a quick break here as we have a flood here on WSBN.TV. When we come back, I'll have the call of our third period. You're watching the 2024 Best of Best Series.
At Ironman Industries, we forge the foundation of excellence in steel manufacturing. Our dedication to quality and precision sets the industry standard, delivering unmatched innovation that powers progress and builds tomorrow's world. We don't just produce steel, we craft a legacy of strength. With every cut, weld, and bend, our commitment to our customers shines through. Choose the steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmanindustries.com.
Fed up with the fluffy and cookie cutter mental game advice? You're not alone. My best-selling book, Mindset First, is your guide to discover a reliable and repeatable way to dominate the mental game. You don't need to suffer from performance anxiety, overthinking, and confidence issues. In this concise and practical book, you'll learn how I coach professional athletes to get dialed in and day out. You'll see real-life examples of how athletes train their mind to consistently get in the zone. And the bottom line, you'll have the principles and the strategies to break free from the weight of results, play with confidence, and perform when it matters most.
You know it in your core. Introducing the Helios Core, a breakthrough in skating development. With smart technology and artificial intelligence, the Helios Core analyzes key aspects of your skating, then shares the data in a mobile app. So players and coaches can see a player's progress, what still needs work, and where they stand against other players their age. The Helios Core gives players the information they need to improve their skating faster than ever before.
I'm Dr. Cassie Preston. My job as a mental performance coach is to help elite athletes just like you to consistently perform at your capabilities. But in order to do that, you need to reliably get in the zone. The problem is, like most athletes, you spend too much time in your own head, worrying, overthinking, and are doubting yourself. This can be frustrating and discouraging because you've put in all this work to develop your physical abilities. Your mindset is causing you to underperform. Now, I understand that working on your mindset can be difficult and confusing. There's so much cliche advice out there like, don't worry about it and just be positive, which might be the mental states you want to achieve, but it's not the how-to. In fact, this fluffy cookie cutter advice often makes things worse. Instead, what you need to do is challenge the status quo and think differently about success and failure. That's why I wrote the best-selling book, Mindset First, to provide athletes like you a repeat and reliable way to win the mental game. I share the concise and practical strategies I use to help professional athletes be at their best day in and day out. This book will help you break free from the weight of results so you can stop spending so much time in your own head and start playing with confidence so you can perform when it matters most. And most importantly, I promise you this, by reading this book and working on your mental game, you're going to have a heck of a lot more fun along the way.
At Ironman Industries, we forge the foundation of excellence in steel manufacturing. Our dedication to quality and precision sets the industry standard, delivering unmatched innovation that powers progress and builds tomorrow's world. We don't just produce steel, we craft a legacy of strength. With every cut, weld, and bend, our commitment to our customers shines through. Choose the steel partner that never compromises on quality. Visit us at ironmanindustries.com. Ironman Industries stands for quality and precision in steel manufacturing. Specializing in quality of our work, we're committed to our customers. Build the future with us at ironmanindustries.com.
Jason Deason back with you here on WSBN.TV. Continuing coverage. Day 3 of the Best of Best Series 2024. So to give you a summary of what's happened so far in our opening game today, it is Toronto with a 2-0 lead over Team East. Both goals coming from Flavio Di Posito, who we had as a guest yesterday following one of their victories. So Toronto now, they're on the cusp of victory. They're 15 minutes away. However, East, it's only a 2-goal game, so perhaps they could rally. We'll see what happens. We've got 15 minutes to go here, and we're going to send it back to center ice and get you ready for the final frame. Here we go. Third period. Toronto up 2. They win the draw. And here comes James Pereira. So East looking for a quick response here to get on the board and trim the deficit in half. That's played up to Grenon. Malfera, though, gets in the way. Grenon gets it back, taken down. And Jackson Pollard will try and chip it out from the corner. And Toronto unable to get it out. Good forecheck there from Team East. It's Pollard again. Rings it off the glass. That goes high. And Nicholson now will give chase. Has Alati with him. 2-on-1 chance. Over to Alati. That shot is a goal. Great feed from Nicholson over to Alati. Michael Alati providing a little extra insurance for Team Toronto. And a $1.06 in the period number 3. They take a 3-0 lead. And it all started, full credit to Jackson Pollard on that zone clearance. Flipped it up high. Alati was there to take it. Nicholson rather, and fed it over to Alati, and it's a 3-0 hockey game. And Toronto maintains possession. Here's Lance. Lance down low, pursued by Noah Velo. Lance goes down. He's battling with Preston Kloosterman. So Hugo Lee's been holding the fort so far. And Martel chasing down Whalen. And that puck is cleared. Here comes Velo again. Velo. Back deep for it. Lance centering pass, sharp angle shot. And DiPazzito picks it up. DiPazzito having a terrific game. That chance for Lance. Just sailed a little wide through the crease. Here's Lance with a backhand stopped. Rebound, it's there. And it's a goal. And that may very well be a hat-trick effort for Flavio DiPazzito. Again, Lance and DiPazzito, we had him as interview guest yesterday, and they talked to each other about feeding the puck. And that trend has continued indeed. It's a little flashback for you there. And it's 4-0 Toronto. Demo for Toronto. Here comes East now, trying to crack that goose egg. Shot stopped by Lee. So upon conclusion of this game, we'll have our 3 stars presentation, and safe to say Flavio DiPazzito, number 3 on Toronto, might be one of those 3 stars. So face-off coming up to the left of Lee. Dion wins it to McManus at the point. McManus, low shot, went off Giorioso. And here comes Lavolsi on the breakout for Toronto, trying to get it up for Demmel. Bucknell picked off the clearing attempt, although it was brief as Toronto was able to get it out. Into the neutral zone. It's Giorioso sending it in deep. Alati Picks up the neutral zone. Has Nicholson with him. Alati. Oh, nice move. Nice shot. That'll stopped. And Alati gets it right back just like that. Nicholson centering pass. Broken up. Pinelli giving chase. Now it's Nicholson. Bringing it in. Force wide. Fans on the shot. Robinson in there, providing some defensive support. And Toronto will go to the power play here. And what's going to be a hooking call. So Toronto with a chance to go up 5-love and enter running clock territory. And the culprit for Team East is number 8, Everett Brown. So 10:46 to go in the third period. East does come up with it. And it's Schlitt. Schlitt chips it down deep. Tries to get by Pollard, which he does. But there to defend is Mateo Malafara, number 21 for Toronto. Here's Pollard. Pollard. Nicholson had it poked away. And now Nicholson will have to regroup for Toronto. Some good forechecking there from Martel. It's Kennedy Martel sporting number 71 for Team East. Over to the point, Malfara. From the face-off circle wide, well wide. Pollard. Low shot, stopped. Rebound kicks out. East unable to clear. Pollard has it again. Malfara shoots. Pad save. Rebound stopped. As Cotter Popovsky hangs on for a face-off. 9:45 to go in the third period. 59 seconds to go in the Toronto power play. Our first of 4 games here on this rink at Scotiabank Pond. Things get very busy tomorrow. We start just after 11 a.m. Eastern Time with a full slate of action, as is the case for Saturday here at the 2024 Best of Best Series from Toronto, Ontario on WSBN.TV. And we'll have a whistle. So 33 seconds left in the power play now for Toronto. Face-off will be in the neutral zone. Here's Lance. Over to Moore. Moore is going to bring it in. Moore regroups. Lance covering a spot at the point. Whalen with the shot. It's gloved down by Carter Popovsky. Under 9 to go in the third. 11 seconds to go in the man advantage for Toronto. DiPizito will take the face off. It goes back to the point. Whalen with the shot. Knocked down in front. DiPizito gets it back. Circles. Plays it to Lance, who sends it back to Whalen, and we're back to even strength. And now East will try and at least get on the board here. But now DiPizito chips it over to Lance, who's in alone. Lance! What a finish to make it a 5-0 game for Team Toronto. These two have chemistry in spades. We might have to get them both up here for an interview later, because this is what they've been talking about. They gel very well together. Beautiful pass, Lance taking it from DiPizito. 5-0 game. 8.5 minutes to go in the third. And now Toronto's looking for more. Here's Dimmel. Dimmel carries it in. Lets the show go from the high slot. Stopped by Popovsky. George trying to clear the rebound. Even though they're up 5, Toronto remains very strong on the forecheck. Back for it is Karik. And here comes East, 2-on-1 chance. There's a shot, rebound, and they score! They're on the board. Mason Popovsky tucks in the rebound. That was a perfectly placed shot, too. Lee kicked it out. Rebound was there. And as the clock runs, 7 minutes to go, 5-1 hockey game in favor of Toronto. Jurioso dishes it back. That shot off the end boards. That came out the stick of Lavolsi. And here comes Schlitt. Schlitt drops it back. No one there for it. And Toronto will break out. Jurioso to Malafera. Malafera brings it in. Back to Jurioso. Gets it. Shoots. Save. Rebound. There for the taking. Knockdown. Another shot comes in. It's blocked. So Team East, to their credit, they cracked the goose egg. Got on the scoreboard in this one. There's another shot knocked down, and freezing it for a whistle is Carter Popovsky. And although Toronto, they took a 5-0 lead, East got on the board, but with the score being 5-0, a few minutes before the East response, it's running time on the clock. So we wind down under 6 minutes to go. Here's Whalen. Pereira. Under pressure along the boards is Coulter Watson. Dion now forechecking on Moore. Dion trying to take it away from Moore. And Nicholson gets it for Toronto now. Nicholson has some speed. We've seen a lot of it so far. Nicholson forced him to the corner. And East will break out. 5 minutes left on the clock. Collision in the neutral zone. Max Bucknell trying to get around Whalen. Whalen is shaken up a little bit, slow to get up. But is okay. He goes back to his defensive spot. Here comes a shot from the point, steered aside. Blocker. Hugo Lee with a blocker save on Max Bucknell. Brown chips it in deep. Now it's Watson. Watson gets away from Moore, sends it back to the point. Unfortunately, Bucknell can't keep it in. You can sense a little frustration from Team East here as they make changes. Four minutes remaining in this third period. Robbie Robinson sends it towards the net, deflected, knocked down. Good defensive positioning from number 4, Andrew Carrique for Toronto. Lance to Davis. Davis now coming in to Lance. Lance can get a shot away. Davis regains. DiPizito in there as well. Rebound is loose, but the whistle play down. So we're coming down on 3 minutes remaining in regulation time. Toronto with a 5-1 lead over Team East. Here's a shot. Bit of a high riser from Davis. It was stopped, and another penalty coming up here. It's going to be roughing the call. So it's just 3 minutes to go now. Lance goes to the box. So perhaps a good opportunity here for East to work on their power play. Curb the deficit a little. Nothing to lose, really. They're trailing by 4. Robinson from the point. That's stopped by Lee. Picked up by Karik. Toronto trying to get it out, which they do. Here comes Davis. Up ahead. DiPosito. He's had a great game, getting some penalty kill time as well. Burst of speed. Trying to split through McRae, and Karik was Adrian Pinelli. And there will be a hooking call as a result. And it's going to go to McRae, so there you go. Pinelli drew the call. So a late 5-on-3 opportunity here for Team East. But time is running out. We have 2 minutes to go. That's cleared deep. Velo. Brings it in. Kloosterman. Back to Velo. Down low. Kennedy Martel trying to find a recipient. Kloosterman again. Final minute of regulation. 5-on-3 for another 5 seconds. It'll be a 5-on-4 for the balance of the clock. Popovsky with the lone goal for East so far. That pass goes across. Velo can't handle it at the blue line. It leaves the zone. Almost a turnover there. But Kloosterman was able to regain. Now it's Schlitt driving the net, looking for that centering pass. Goes off the skate. Toronto, they clear. As Bucknell unable to get it out of his own zone. Final 10 seconds. Perhaps one more shot here coming up for East. Popovsky carries it in. Gets around the D. Forced off it, and that will do it. As Toronto picks up the 5-1 victory over East in this 2012 division tilt. So Hugo Lee getting much deserved accolades from his teammates. And both teams will line up at their respective blue lines, and we'll send it down to ice level for our 3 stars presentation.
Third star of the game from Team East, TJ Schlitt.
TJ Schlitt, 3rd star for Team East.
Second star of the game from Toronto, Michael Alati.
Michael Alati.
And the first star of the game from Team Toronto, goaltender Hugo Lee.
Hugo Lee was on the cusp of a shutout performance. Only let one sneak by him in this contest. As Toronto picks up the deciding 5-1 victory. So things really went well for Team Toronto today. The first period was scoreless, but then they got the offense together. Tremendous offensive performances from the likes of Flavio DiPosito, Colton Lance. They were all in on goals. That chemistry continues for them. They've done very well so far in this tournament, building on what they're trying to create down the stretch here. And credit to Hugo Lee, made some terrific saves. Tough one for Carter Popovsky at the other end for Team East. Faced a lot of shots, but it is Toronto who picks up the win as round-robin play continues here at the 2024 Best of Best Series. Jason Davidson here with you on WSBN.TV. We're going to take a time out. We're going to go to break, and we'll come back with our second game of Day 3 coverage coming your way. Thanks for sticking with us.